Welcome back. I'm your host, Leslie Cottle, and you are listening to This Empowered Life podcast, the podcast delivering tools, knowledge, and wisdom to empower the soul. Today's episode is called Unmasking the People Pleaser and the Self-Fixer. Keep listening for my personal share on how I overcame both. Hello. So I got into the self-help journey for many reasons, but one of them was pretty self-fulfilling. I really wanted to fix what was wrong with me. As a kid, I always thought that there was something wrong with me. I never felt like I did the right thing. I never felt like I said the right thing. And as an adult, I continued to think that there was something wrong with me, and I still had those thoughts. Nothing was ever right. I was always trying to please people, and I was always trying to fix myself. And I wanted to talk about this today because I think a lot of people can relate. A lot of us think that there's something wrong with us, and the way that we try to remedy this is by trying to add and acquire all these things to fix ourselves, all of these things to make it right. But in reality, we actually don't have to add anything to fix anything. Because what's really happening if we're trying to quote unquote fix something is that somehow along the way, along our journey of life, we have learned how to wear new masks and new shields, and we are acquiring all of these different ways to hide who it is that we really are. So many people go their whole lives picking up new shields, new masks everywhere that they go, thinking that this is the way to healing, this is the way to fix myself. When the journey is actually about dropping away every shield or mask that we've ever picked up and learning how to love ourselves for who we are. And I remember the moment I decided that I didn't want to fix myself anymore. I had spent a lot of time and energy trying to control a situation that I couldn't control. And it was a Friday night in Brooklyn. I went for this amazing bike ride around the city. It was warm, it was gorgeous, it was the picturesque, perfect moment. But on the way home, I just felt gross. I felt this energy of me just trying to figure things out. And when I got home, this line came up that I'll never forget. And it said, imagine what you could spend your energy on if you weren't having this conversation all the time. And right next to it, I drew a little battery showing myself how much of my time and energy was going to this thought. And that's the thing, it wasn't even a real situation that was playing out in the real life. I was just having a thought in my mind go over and over and over at every different angle, holding on so tight, just trying to control a thought that wasn't real. And then I looked at this battery I drew, and I looked at this sentence again. Imagine what you could do and spend your time and energy on if you weren't having this conversation all the time. And I realized that this thought I was playing out and trying to control had become such a part of my routine that I didn't even realize how much time I was spending on it. I mean, how often do we mull over the same piece of information over and over and over again? How many different scenarios are we trying with different outcomes? And so I went to bed, and the next morning I woke up, and the first thought that came to my mind was, I am so tired of trying to fix myself. I'm so tired of thinking that there's something wrong with me. I'm tired of thinking that I had a direct part in what someone else's feelings are or why I don't fit in. I'm tired of feeling judged. I'm tired of the endless battle of trying to fix myself to please others, of fixing myself so I'll fit in, of wishing that I was different. I'm so tired that I think I'm going to stop trying to please everyone else, and I would rather please me. I'd rather make myself happy because I can't make other people happy. I'll never live up to the expectations that other people have of me because they're false illusions of my life. And if I never in my life ever please anyone ever again, at least I'll know that I pleased myself. At least I know I accepted myself for who I was. At least I'll know I'll have worshipped my desire. At least I'll know there's nothing wrong with me. At least I'll know I didn't try so hard to be something I'm not. At least I'll be content. At least I'll be fulfilled. And at least I'll be free. That's what I wrote. At least I'll be free. So it's just such a great reminder of the power of the mind. Either we learn how to control our thoughts or they will control us. So if today's episode resonated with you, I wanted to remind you to start shifting your needs to see what it is that you actually need from yourself and not what it is that you need from others. Everything that you will ever need is inside of you. Your mind, your body, your soul has so much wisdom that it literally cannot wait to share with you. So ask it to share with you. Ask it and give it the time to listen. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. There is not one thing to fix, and you are so perfectly amazing, exactly the way that you are. Tune in Tuesdays for more yummy and soulful episodes. If you love what you're hearing and want to support the podcast, please follow and rate the podcast on Spotify and Apple to help new listeners find us. To find out more about my coaching and healing practice, head over to my website, www.lesliecottle.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.